Hey there, once again, ladies and gents. Welcome to another Train Sim World free live stream. Wherever you are around the world watching, welcome. Hope you've had a great weekend. For today's live stream, I will be tackling the busiest timetable in the game, and that is, of course, part of the Rush Hour package that was released for Train Sim World 2 in 2021, the London Commuter, or otherwise known as the Brighton Main Line. So I've got a few things planned for this little adventure on the London Commuter. We're going to do a journey with the class 377, going from Reigate to London Victoria. And then after that, I thought I'd take a look at some of the additional layered services, passenger-wise, of course. And that is with the class 166 from Great Western Express and the 375-9 from Southeastern High Speed. So if the driver's Southern service from Reigate to London Victoria. And it's raining. Right, let's set the cab up, ready for departure. PIS should be fine. London Victoria. Confirm the location. Exit the screen. I'll set the safety systems up. Vigilance, DSD. Is there another one? Yes, there is. AWS. Oh yeah, and the lights. How could I forget? Tail lights on automatic, headlights set to day running, and I'll put the headlights on. Headlights, windscreen wipers. Did I turn them on? Where are they? Oh, it's on. Good, wonderful. All right, so here we are at Reigate, a little branch, the only branch that you can do a service to or from. Actually, I'm incorrect there, because I think, is it here? Yeah, there's a little siding here where you can do some freight work. I think it's some aggregates or something. Anyway, it's time to depart. Let's lock the doors. It's a windy, wild day, it seems, here in Reigate. These storm clouds have gathered. So let's get cracking to Redhill, which is just over 1.5 miles away. It's just a 4-car unit we've got for the time being. So it should be easy enough to handle. Hey Liam, nice to see you. And I love transit buses as well. Nice to see you, hope you're well. And Ashley Cole's Southeastern fan, nice to see you, hope you're well. Welcome. It's nice to get back on the London Commuter. I haven't been on it for a very long time. Like doing a proper service, I mean. I've been on it a little bit, just checking out some of the freight services, making little notes here and there of what services to do and not to do. Mainly because it's some of the freight services are set at night. And as you know, nighttime at the moment on a vast majority of Train Sim World routes is not good. So, yeah, just been cherry picking some of the good services. I mean, I know freight's been expanded a bit on this route. I think you could do some aggregate runs, some shunting, container trains. Trying to think what else off the top of my head. Maybe using some of the new wagons from Southeastern High Speed. But yeah, hopefully we might actually see the 66 trundling around the main line. And it's not just freight services either. It's what is it? Railhead treatment trains. Ooh, need to brake. There we go. So we're going into platform 5 at Redhill. It's we're doing the service in the midst of rush hour, so we should see millions and millions of trains. Imagine trying to run a heritage a heritage service in this timetable. Whew, that will be a challenge. A lot of adverse signals, that's for sure, you'll encounter, I'm sure. Liam's had a lovely week. We'll have a brilliant week at work. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, the reason why I'm doing the stream earlier than normal is because I have to get up at 5 AM tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to be honest. I must have misread the platform number. It's platform 0. Very unique. I know there's a platform 0 in on Southeastern High Speed, but not many stations have a platform 0, at least in this game. That's it, people. Come aboard the train. Got another Southern service that's currently not in service. So we have to wait until 8:11, so we got quite a while. I I'll have a sip of tea whilst I'm at it. Lovely, wonderful. Yeah, Liam, I have woken up at those times before. I mean, my last job, I remember one time around, I don't know, not last year, I think year before, I had to cover a shift once at, been very early in the morning, and had to, my old job, get up very, very early at like 5-ish, so I am used to it to a degree, but yeah, it's certainly going to be a bit of a shock when the alarm goes off tomorrow. Side thing is, I've got to do this early morning shift Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Never mind. End of next week I'll be on a holiday, so yeah, counting down the days, as you can imagine. And I get paid this week as well, I think, or either end of this week or end of next week. So I look forward to that very much. Right, I hear a lot of activity, but I do not see it. What have we got? What's cracking over here? What's going on? This train is out of service. Where's he going to depart to? Oh, he's going to Reading. How ironic. Reading? Really? 3 coaches? I was going to say, that's not right. It's going somewhere else, that train. We've got a Southern service that's... Southern. Christ. Southeastern service that's just turned up. That's going to go to... what is it? East Croydon? It doesn't say it on the destination display, but I think it says it. Well, it's going to Hastings, but I think it has to go via East Croydon for some reason. I think there's like a fictional like base scenario in its timetable where it's going via East Croydon due to, I don't know, engineering works at some tunnel, which is a nice way to have a bit of a backstory to a layer of services that's being added to a route, which I like. Lovely. What was that noise? Don't know. Liam, living a different life now, rented. Oh, good for you. I was going to say. I had a feeling something wasn't quite right. Like talking, about your, was a rich-ish lifestyle. I was going to say it just, to me, it just didn't, the dots didn't all connect, so. But hey, you whether it was a mistake, you've made, or someone else, who knows, but, it's always best to learn from them and, and take it forward into your future. We all make mistakes. That's why we're human. We're not Terminators, I'm afraid. Not long to go till we depart. Minute to go. Not sure if it is all stops to Margate. Oh, he's gone. Ah, there's the 166. Coming in a bit of a traffic jam with this train stuck in front of it. Not entirely sure why it's there, to be honest. Bit bizarre. I might as well lock the doors. Just wait for clearance to proceed. There we go. Right, let's rock and roll to the next station stop, which is Merstham. Just over 1.5 miles away. Bit of wheel spin, no problem. Got plenty of time. Chicago Southeastern fan. Anyone made a 707 yet? No, no one has made a 707 as far as I can. Well, I suppose if you mean like a livery that maybe portrays the 707, then all I would suggest is maybe look at the Train Sim community website if you're on PC, or the Creators Club maybe on the game. But as far as an actual 707 multiple unit, it's not in the game, no. Only the 700 dash 0 is, which is a part of the that little group of 700s. That is in the game, courtesy of a Southeastern high speed, of course, which you will need to, well, get a lot of use out of it. Yeah, but it is a bit disappointing that there wasn't like a Thameslink layer added to the Brighton main line. Yeah, the 700 isn't the correct interpretation of the actual multiple unit, but hey, it's better than nothing, isn't it? That's what I would say. But I think Dovetail said it was like due to stability or technical issues, which at first they kind of brushed off and being like, well, just do it anyway, who cares? But now, you know, thinking back on it, you know, the fact that London Victoria is very much still a bit of a problem for, you know, the old gen consoles. You know, stability, the performance isn't certainly up to par. Then add in the fact, what was I going to say? It was another thing as well. I think it was the timetable maybe, like, they maybe couldn't get the amount of services in the route that they would like, because maybe, I don't know, maybe the amount of services they've got for PC and PS5, Xbox Series consoles, maybe that's as much as it can take. It's over 1,400 services. I mean, it is a lot of services. So, and I don't really know what the actual limitation is on how many services this game can take on a specific route. But yeah, 1,400 on this, yeah, that's a lot. So there is that question. I think the Thameslink services go to, what is it, London Bridge, or was it Charing Cross, or London Euston? It's one of those two. So even if it had the layer, it wouldn't be able to go very far. I don't know where it would go from, but I think it would go to, was it like East Croydon or something like that, I think, and then it would disappear to go to, what is it, London Bridge, or I think it's London Bridge. It's definitely not London. It's definitely not London Victoria. But the beauty with having the Thameslink services on the Brighton main line is that it would actually enable you to do all stop services from, you know, where it began and where it could go to. Some services, obviously, you know, Gatwick Express, even Southern services, they don't do all stops. Southern do covers a vast majority of stations, but there's no services where you can do from Brighton to London all stops all the way. So it would have been interesting to see if, you know, in the future Dovetail could maybe revisit the idea of maybe adding a Thameslink layer with the 700, or maybe another variant of the 700 to the Brighton main line. It would certainly be interesting. Oh yeah, that was another thing I was going to say. It just popped into my head, is that Dovetail can't even get the rush hour passenger technology. So you know, this time of day you'd see way more passengers on the platforms, and other times of the day it would be quieter. They can't even get that to work. So if they can't get that to work, then it shows that this route, what we've got now, is the game pretty much is saying to us, you know, this is all I can take. I can't take any more. You know, passengers, more services. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know how many services the layers add altogether. I think there's like 70 odd or 50 odd services for the 375. The 66 has grown a lot. It used to have just one. Now it's got, I think, 19, 20. The 166 from Great Western Express adds a humongous ton of services in this area from Reigate to London Gatwick Airport. Loads of services. I think it's like over 120, 130. But yeah, we'll take a look at the 166 and do some services with that. Going from Reigate to the airport and maybe back again. Anyway, the next station is Coulston South, which is just over 1.5 miles away. Liam, the Wi-Fi engineer, is crap here, I must be honest. Well, I mean, it's never reliable, is it, wherever you go? Unless you've got a good one at home like I have, and yeah, fine. But I do feel for you. I do feel for you. Many years I had shitty internet, and I know exactly how you feel. Ashley Cole Subbies, the fan made a Class 707 livery still going on. Very nice. I mean, I don't have the 700 yet. I think I'll get it at the end of this week. Coming up. Yeah, but I'll definitely have a little peekaboo at the livery club thing, whatever it's called, Creators Club. I don't usually do anything on there. I don't usually look at liveries, download liveries, or try them, or even scenarios for that matter, let alone do I make them. I am crap at making scenarios and definitely liveries. I am shocking at it. You wouldn't believe it. Hey, Banana Craft. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. No, it's alright. No problem. I'm much earlier than normal. Normally do a stream at 8:30ish, but I had to do it way earlier today because I have to get up early tomorrow, so I thought I'd just cram one in before the day is out. Here we are at Coulston South. Aim to stop at the end of the platform. There we go. Perfect. Liam, alright, I need Mo to dovetail to fix that. No, keep pestering them. Keep pestering them. You know. Their ways need to change. Need to get better and bigger and better. Liam, every week Spurs would say something that needs improving or writing them. Well, I mean, it's constructive criticism, you know. If things aren't, you know, if I can see things that aren't right, you know, it has to be pointed out, doesn't it? I can't lie about it and say, oh, that looks good, when, you know, some parts of the game look shocking. I went on Cane Creek today, and I was reminded how good that was. A little bit of I did one of those sandbox scenarios on Cane Creek, and I did a bit of switching at Potash with the SD40s. It was good fun. Spent over an hour on it. Right, the next station stop is Purley, just over 1.5 miles away. Yeah, those sandbox scenarios are really fun, particularly on Cane Creek, because there's not a lot you can do on it really. So the fact you can just have the whole map, you know, to yourself, you know, you could do whatever the hell you want. It was amazing. I went in an SD40 and did some switching. I went on. There was another scenario where I used the AC4400 and literally just went around the map and just explored, you know, and tried to find his little posters, which actually were very useful because it gave me some information about the history of the route and the various landmarks. So that I very much enjoyed. Purley is coming up. Let's get on the brakes. I'm sure the passengers won't mind. This is a more commuter style, so they would prefer speed over comfort. Right, let's get on the brakes. Yeah, this is a 377 Banana Craft, not the red Gatwick Express train today. Got the green Southern Class 377, four coach formation, I should say. Going from Reigate to London Victoria. Then after that, the plan is to do some more services with some different rolling stock for a change, rather than just the normal green and red train. What I planned is do a bit of difference, do a bit of different running with the 166 and the Class 375-9. So we're calling at East Croydon, Clapham Junction, and London Victoria. Speaking of the red train, I think we got one that's about to thunder through the station, which you'll see any second. There he goes. Right, let's rock and roll to East Croydon, just under 3 miles away. Bit of wheel slip, that's totally fine. All stopping train. How many station stops have we got? It's 2, isn't it? Yeah, 2 more stops until London Victoria, so it's not quite an all stopping train. There's a fair few stations in between, like Selhurst and Battersea Park, Balham as well, so and then we're gonna miss this station here. Right, as far as YouTube stuff goes, there will not be a stream tomorrow, as I will not be able to. Well, yeah, I won't be able to do a stream tomorrow, unfortunately, because I'll have work the following day, same time. So I'm not going to plan to do a stream tomorrow, but I will do a stream on the coming Sunday, the 23rd of July. 2023, and what route was I planning to do? I can't quite remember. I think it was Sherman Hill. Was it Sherman Hill or was it West Cornwall? It was one of those two. I thought I'd take a look at one of those. But if I get paid this week, then I may pick one of the new stuff I may have picked up and have a play with it. Got a speed restriction coming up of 45 miles per hour. There's that 375-9. You do get AI 465s trundling in and out of London Victoria, mainly going in that direction. You get some freight as well. Oh, sugar. Passengers are not going to like that. Oh well. That'll be me fired from Southern. Using the emergency brakes. Whoopsie. Anyway, what was I saying? Here you can even see some AI trains scuttling around here, which caught me by surprise. So it's freight trains as well go over on this section of track. Because obviously you got the depot there, which I thought at first these trains going on this particular section of track were coming out of the depot or something, or coming into the depot, but no, they were AI trains ready to commence, passenger duties, or freight just trundling through. Still can't go yet. Going to wait. Oh, going to Brands Hatch. Oh, very nice. Hope you have a great time. Yeah, Brands Hatch. It's a good circuit. A lot of undulation. Tricky little track. Get good racing around there. Well, the train up ahead is just leaving the station now, so any second we should be given clearance to disembark our passengers at East Croydon. There we go. Put it notch 2. Okay. And that'll do. Here's East Croydon. Good old East Croydon. East Croydon's a cool little station. Especially with the yellow tiling here. Very nice. And the green bricks. Right, let's go to Clapham Junction, just under 7 miles away. I just noticed, which I really should have noticed right at the very beginning, but never mind, I'll put on a motion blur. Whoopsie daisy. And the purchase failed. Alright. Leave me wondering what bank it is. Alright, fair enough, I'm not with Barclays. I'm with a different bank. Good afternoon, Sub-Zero Scorpion. Hope you're well. Welcome aboard. Just doing some commuter services on the Brighton main line today. Yeah, there's one. That's the AI trains I'm talking about. Just these ones. Just trundling around. Adding extra services. Or extra busyness to the route. I like it. Me likey. That biscuit was nice too. Well, we're just going through Selhurst. I think. It is Selhurst, isn't it? I'm not losing the plot, am I? No, I'm not. It's a day off. I'm allowed to... My brain's allowed to go walk about. Hey Thierry, you turned up out of the blue. You're streaming early. I know I am. That's because I have work very early tomorrow, unfortunately, and all through this week. So, so I thought I'd just do a stream earlier, get it done with before I have to get some shut eye. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream tomorrow, but I will be able to stream the following Sunday, the 23rd, and I'm either going to stream on West Cornwall, Sherman Hill, or some of the newer DLCs that I plan to pick up at the end of this week when I get paid. Knowing me, I just see when I see the 3-digit or 5-digit numbers in the bank account, I just go on a spending spree, and then I think to myself, I shouldn't have done that. And that should definitely be the case with Train Sim World. You know, as how much I criticise this thing, you know, I'll still end up buying the stuff. Because, you know, YouTube content and all that stuff, gotta keep up. Yeah, but I have a list of things I want to pick up. And I've added the amount, the total amount of how much it will cost, and it's not pretty viewing. But hey, you know, I suppose you got to get it eventually. I have waited a long time. I haven't picked up a route at all this year. Only one DLC, which is the Amtrak Acela, and I've stood me ground until then. Well, until this week. I was like, yeah, I think now's the time to get some new stuff. I've waited nearly 8 months, so... 8 months? What am I on about? When did it come out? Was it February? March? I think it was... Was it February or is it March? It was February or March when it's quite a while ago. Well, yeah, nearly 5 months ago, so... Yeah. Now's the time to upgrade my collection, I think. Yeah, so I definitely know what I plan to pick up, and I definitely know what I'm not going to pick up. The only thing I'm not sure as to whether I'll pick up is the BNSF SD70 ACE. I know it's basically a Union Pacific variant with, you know, a new coat of paint and some new freight cars. I think, what is it, one for trucks, or tractors as they call it in America, was it tractor trailers, and some center beams or something, and even though BNSF don't actually run those type of locomotives, because I think, what is it, I think the variant has to have like a Thunder cab or something, and obviously the ACE we've got at the moment isn't a Thunder cab, so something like that, and it's making me debate, should I pick it up or maybe not, because it is pretty cheap, you know, it's £5. £5's £5, but I'm not sure whether I will pick it up, because it concerns me is, like, does it add extra services or not? It should do with the new rolling stock. Anyway, we're 2 miles away from Clapham Junction. that's enough me rambling on. I'll have a look at the live chat. Have you tried the Cellar Express on the NEC? No, I haven't, Sub-Zero Scorpion, but I most certainly will give it a try when I pick up the NEC, the North East Corridor. Thierry's going on holiday. Ooh, very nice. Where are you going? Hope you're not going to Italy or Greece or anywhere in southern Europe. It is unbearably hot down there. Thierry, are you going to purchase a 700 at some point? I plan to, yeah. I can't say when I plan to. I will be honest, it is on my list of DLCs I'm keeping an eye on for Train Sim World. Whether I'll pick it up on payday, time will tell. I'm not sure. I will have to have a good think between now and the end of the week. But I haven't heard like any reviews, or I haven't even seen any gameplay of it, to be honest with you. All I know is I've read the manual, seen screenshots of it, and seen a little trailer of it, and that's pretty much it. I haven't seen any gameplay of it, any live streams, no videos of it, a tutorial, nothing. Literally just pictures, a trailer and a manual. That's all I've seen. So I have no idea if the thing is good, if it's bad, if it sounds good, if it sounds crap. I have absolutely no idea. The only thing that attracts me to it is that it adds 80 odd services to Southeastern, which is my favourite modern British route. But yeah, other than that, what else do I plan to pick up? God. The NEC, most definitely, with its improved timetable on the way. ScotRail Express, not sure. The 2 German routes, 100%. Anything historic, I'll pick up. Midland Main Line, definitely. Most definitely. I will adore that route, I can guarantee you that. The Glossop line, I'm not sure. It's tempting because it's cheap. Well, ish. It's got a discount at the moment for me, because I'm a PlayStation Plus customer, so I get it cheaper. Then it's already cheaper than normal DLC prices for routes these days. But so I'm umming and ahhing about that. What was the other one? What was it called? Peak Forest. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that as well. So, expect to see more newer content, or certainly streams regarding the newer content in the future. So yeah, unfortunately, I only have I'll only be able to do, I think, 1, maybe 2 streams before I go away on holiday at the end of not next week, the week after. So you won't see much new content from me from that period, from this period to near the end of July. But once we get into August, I'd say after the first week in August, you should see me streaming some of the newer, juicier, and hopefully good DLCs. Here we are at Clapham Junction, the busiest station in terms of train numbers. Literally, you get thousands coming through here every day. I can't give you an exact number, but it is thousands, trust me. Thousands and thousands of them. And if we had thousands and thousands of trains on coming through Clapham Junction on this game, then it'd be nice to see, but I don't think it'll last long as the game will crash. I think like an hour you get like, was it? I can't put an exact figure, but I know it's. I think it's 100 and. I think it's 180. I think 180-ish, maybe just below that, but yeah. It's just insane, like how many trains you see around Clapham Junction. If you live near Clapham Junction, then you know, you're lucky. You could just, you know, if you find a good vantage point not too far from Clapham Junction and just see the trains trundling through, stopping at stations and all that stuff, then, you know, stopping at the station, then you're a lucky sod. You could just literally do a live stream of that all day. Be a wonderful game of guess which train's going to where. Oh, the English coast. Oh, very nice. Sub-Zero Scorpion, I'd like to see the Metro North New Haven line. Yeah, that would be nice to see. I think one thing I'd like to see Metro North related is a loco add-on to the Harlem line. The red one, was it the M8 train? That'd be quite cool. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Banana Craft. I've lost count. I mean, the fact is, you know, you go back to the days of Train Sim World 1, you know, there was a few DLCs, but the amount we've been getting, like, per month, you know, has skyrocketed. I remember when, let's say, for example, Peninsula Corridor came out. That came out in August of, what was it, 2018, 2019. And Dovetail perfected that route, you know, with additional locomotive add-ons. We had the Baby Bullet train, and we had the Caltrain switcher, and that just made the route more complete. And that's a theme that developed in the early days of Train Sim World. You know, Tees Valley came out. We had 2 new loco add-ons for that. We had one of my favourite, if not my favourite route in Train Sim World, Northern Transpennine, that had a heavy freight pack. You know, it introduced 2 new types of rolling stocks, 2 locomotives, and it took the route to another level in terms of, you know, what you can do, and variation, you know, seeing other trains going about their duties and all that stuff. Same can be said for the West Somerset Railway, you know, with the 33 and the 52. So, you know, Dovetail spent more time perfecting the route in terms of, you know, what you can do on it. Now it seems, you know, I mean, they're just making content, you know, just like almost like just throwing stuff at us and seeing if we like it or not, you know. I would like to see more loco add-ons than routes. I don't know whether you would all agree with that, but I certainly would 100%. You know, even to some loco add-ons, some loco add-ons to routes that haven't been out for really, really that long. I could tell you, I could come up with a list as long as my arm as what locomotives we could have. Clinchfield easily could have 2 new loco add-ons, a switcher, and maybe the U-boat, U36C. Hamburg, Lübeck, I think, is getting one, the 218, but that's disappeared off the face of the earth, so I don't know what's going on there. This route, London, Brighton, you know, nothing really is. We haven't got a new loco add-on to complete the to expand the driving experience, but to some degree I can understand that because of how big and busy it has become thanks to other routes and layers and all that stuff. The Voca Dresden, I think, has one coming, a new freight locomotive, which will be cool. Sherman Hill, I wouldn't mind a loco add-on for Sherman Hill. West Cornwall Local, I think, definitely needs a more period accurate locomotive, like a Class 57 or maybe an old school HST. You know, we got the Volanta HST. Why not have that in and give it a good old intercity livery or something like that. Harlem Line, an M8 by Kawasaki or Kazaki, however you say it. That could be cool. The Arosa line, as old as it is, that would have been cool. Have the 812 Allegra. Cathcart Circle line, that I think could have maybe either Class 170 or something, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think the route's set in the early 2010s, isn't it? So maybe the Class 170 would be out and about at that time. Blimey. München Augsburg's getting one eventually, the 420. I think that's all I could think of. I think, I mean, you know, just that list alone, you know, tells you like how badly, you know, some of the old routes need additional content to keep it fresh, you know, keep it new. You know, the locomotive add-ons were perfect, you know, adding new experiences, and for the price point, they weren't, you know, a little bit expensive for a locomotive. I mean, if we had loco add-ons released at say £4 or £5, like with the silly half-assed local bundles and bundles, and I'll be happy with that. But I just like the fact, you know, not long after the route is released, Dovetail didn't forget about it and expanding its experience. And sadly, that's what's happened with Train Sim World 3. A big chunk of routes will be forgotten. Spirit of Steam, you know, I would die for a tank engine or something for Spirit of Steam, for the freight stuff in particular, because, you know, those yards in Spirit of Steam are absolute monsters. They are huge, you know, rolling stock you see sitting everywhere, but there's nothing being done with it. You know, why not have a tank engine, or a few tank engines even, you know, out and about, doing workings, you know, shunting trucks around the yard or in the dockyard and all that stuff. But, you know, it's like Dovetails forgot about that route completely, which is a shame. I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope they add a loco add-on to Spirit of Steam. It badly needs it. But yeah, it's just Dovetails is pumping out route after route after route, and, you know, they only tend to go back into the past and think, oh yeah, I think a loco add-on would be nice. You know, Amtrak's route, the Boston Sprinter, when did that come out? 2021? And we didn't get the Acela until earlier this year, so nearly 2 years waiting. And that shouldn't be the case, really, especially back in the days of the early Train Sim worlds where you had to wait, a few months, let alone nearly 2 years, you know? What am I doing? I'm ranting too much. What was I planning to do? 166, that's it. I do apologise. Right, let's do one in the 8 o'clock period again. Let's do... let's do one in the early morning period. We'll do Gatwick Airport to Reading Part 1 and Part 2. So we go from Gatwick Airport, to Red Hill, and then Red Hill to Reigate, and then it'll pretend to go to Reading. Stick in September. Some light clouds. See what the weather can do when it's dynamic mode. Yeah. Have a sip of tea. Talking way too much now. I do apologise. I apologise for my monologue. Needed to get it off my chest. Anyway, the next thing I'll pick up is the Just Trains route. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I hope it's going to be good. It should be good. I mean, it's a historic BR Blue route. So it's bound to be good, isn't it? That's just me being a bit biased, but I hope you're right. I hope it will be good. Train lighting is on. Headlights on to daytime. Vigilance is already on. DSD, TPWS. Stick it on there. I think the destination display is correct. Seems to be. Should say Reading. Actually, good things about Reading at the moment. Well, not the town, but the football club. They've got a new manager and finally able to sign players, and yeah, it's good. Finally, bit of daylight for my local team after all the doom and gloom we've had past couple of seasons. So we've got a free coach, sorry, class 166. But on the craft, I'm thinking there'll be a TSW4 soon. No, I don't think so. I don't think there will be. Nah, I don't think there will be. Next year, I think definitely. I don't think it'll happen this year. They got too much stuff in the pipeline still for Train Sim World 3. Not just things that need fixing, but things that need to come out. If it did, I'll be very disappointed, but... My God, that is loud in my headset. Yeah, I mean, I've heard these rumours about TSW4, and I don't think they'll do it. If they did, it would be a massive shot in the foot. And you know, I think Dovetail's reputation is already pretty bad. I mean, if Train Sim World, if they do that, I think it would just make them even worse, and they'll turn a lot of people away. And I can see your point of view of why it could be a big Train Sim World 4 launch, because they might be holding back these juicy updates, you know, like your new Amtrak timetables and loco add-ons and improvements to Spirit of Steam and all this kind of stuff, you know. I can see them holding back just for the release of Train Sim World 4, so it makes you want to get the new game to try all the new bits and pieces out. If they do that, I'll be a bit disappointed, but if they have a caveat to that, where it will be cheaper for players that have picked up Train Sim World 3, as they say they plan to do, you know, these like loyalty to more long-term players, you know, with discounts and this and that, then I might be on board with it, depending how big the discount will be, of course, and how much the game's going to cost. That is, if it even happens. I personally don't think it will happen. They've always stuck to like a big summer update where they, you know, release 3 routes at once or whatever. So, or like Train Sim World 3 2.0 or something like that. So, no, I will be surprised if it will be a Train Sim World 4, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. Unless like you get like a free upgrade, like Train Sim World 3 turns into Train Sim World 4, like the old Train Sim World, wasn't it? It was just called Train Sim World, and then it turned into Train Sim World 2020. So if they do that, obviously, you know, it's just the name above the door that's changing, isn't it? And yeah, once you get past the loading screen, hopefully everything will be familiar. Anyway, the one and only stop is Red Hill, which is just under 4 miles away. Anyway, let me take a look at the live chat. I need to catch up. Chair, well, my overview and I presume you mean 700. Sounds okay on DC. Great on AC. Well modelled, that doesn't surprise. Decent load of services, yeah. Yeah, a lot of scenarios. Scenarios I'm not really interested in, but I think, you know, I'll take a peek at some scenarios now and again that interest me. Services is called the M9 series. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, you write an email on that, Liam, about what Thierry was saying there. Banana Craft, I'd like to see the M9 train come on. Oh, well, Long Island Railroad. That's a very good point. As they went back and, well, basically rebuilt the New York Trenton timetable from scratch, it'd be nice to see if they do that to the Long Island Railroad. Easily they could double the amount of services on that route, because that route is bigger than the Harlem line, and the rolling stock has got the newer sounds from the Harlem line, M7 and M3. So a new timetable, I would love to see that, because then it will make Jamaica, which is statistically the busiest rail junction in the United States, actually look busy for once. I better start braking. There's going to be a train in our way, isn't there? Yes, ooh, there is, but I think we'll be okay. San Francisco Scorpion need to merge Long Island Railroad into Penn Station, the New Jersey Transit and Amtrak. Yeah, that'll be quite interesting to see if they can do that. Well, they can do it, can't they? They're going to do it on Penn Station on New York Trenton. Whether they'll do it on the Long Island Railroad version, I have my doubts. They'll have to literally they'll have to restructure the timetable, won't they? They'll have to ditch it and start again. But I it's nice there's more DLCs coming out. Well, I mean, I don't know, is more the better? I don't know. I prefer less the better, to be honest. Like once a month or two a month, like maybe one route and one loco add-on a month. I think I could live with that. Having like 3 or 4, yeah, to me, I think it's just way too much, way too over the top. Even though Dovetail have calmed it down a little bit with the amount of stuff that's come out recently. I mean, I think we had a whole month where I think it was nearly a whole month where we didn't have anything. We had Peak Forest come out and didn't have anything for quite a while, until we had the Glossop line, and then not long after the 700. I've got to be careful here. Don't want to run into the back of a Southern train. That won't be very popular. Liam, I think it should be more for Cornwall or Devon route. Yeah, Devon and Cornwall route I think would be quite nice. I think the West Cornwall local, I think, needs to be improved first and foremost. I think it used to go to. I think West Cornwall local used to terminate at Devon, Truro, sorry. And then they decided halfway through development, oh, let's extend it up to St Austell, which I thought was a bit odd. I would have preferred them to add maybe. What am I doing? Return to free roam. I would have preferred them to add. There's another branch line, isn't there? From Truro. I don't know where it goes to, but I think one of them will be quite nice, or maybe have. There's quite a few little scenic branch lines. There's one that goes from Plymouth to. Sugar, what am I doing? There we go. It goes to what is it, Gunners Lake or something like that? I don't know. I've absolutely no idea. Right, I've got to turn this off. Vigilance was normal, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Sorry, I'm just changing cabs for the next part of the service before the game kicks me out. I think I've got everything right. That's the guard buzzer. Oh. Oh, there's a button there for it. Oh. Ah, no, 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 no. You're not stealing my train. You're not stealing it. Give. That's my train. Whoa, I nearly took my train away. Oh, it's already done it for me. Thank you very much. Most of the setup is complete. Headlights set today. Excellent. Right, we'll just wait until we've been given clearance to proceed. Oh yeah, we need first into the forward position. That might be wise. Yeah, if more branches in Devon and Cornwall, I think would be quite cool. The one that goes to Liscard, or not Liscard, what is it, Lou or something? That'd be quite nice. Nice little scenic branch line, but hey, whether people will like to have a scenic branch line in Cornwall, I don't know. But I think certainly a route extension on West Cornwall local would be more, I think, the more likely outcome, like a route extension on that branch line from Truro. I think it's like down to, I don't know very well. It's like some dockyard or something, isn't it? Like, is it Falmouth Docks or something like that? I've no idea. I literally have no clue. I've never been on the branch line. I've been on the St Ives branch line years ago. Like, this was way years ago. It was when I was on holiday with my granddad. I don't know how old I was then. Like 6-7 years old. I don't know. I have no idea. On summer, but other than that, I haven't been on the other branches in Devon and Cornwall. I haven't been on the train much, this year. Alright, let's go to Reigate, 1.5 miles away. Banana Craft, would be nice to have a few tank engines. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you there, 100%. Terry would like a pacer to come to TSW. Yeah. I know it sounds a bit sacrilege, and please don't be offended, but I really don't like the pacers. I don't see what's so special about them. Remember when I first came into moment my eyes first saw moment I managed to see a pacer for the first time, obviously on screen because I've never seen one in person, I always thought, yeah, they're destined for the scrap heap. I don't know, there's just something about them I'm just not a fan of. Yeah, so whilst I think the pacer will be a very popular addition to Train Sim World, personally for me, don't sit with me, even though it's old. And I do like some old school stuff. Yeah, Banana Craft, be nice to have more shunters. Yeah, steam shunters, little dock tank steam shunter. That'd be quite cool. I'd be surprised to see like a little dock tank in the Liverpool area, maybe, or that section of, what is it, like a dockyard near the River Mersey or something. That's what it's called. No idea. Right, we're approaching Reigate. And then we will do the last service. This time aboard the... is it last service? I don't know. I think there's one more, not sure. No, there's one more service, yeah. The Southeastern 375. Planecraft, didn't you have TSW 2020? I did, yeah, I still do. And it still works, believe it or not. Oh, we better brake. Right on cue, on the right hand side is a Class 166. Subsidiary Scorpion, the Metro North New Haven line is dual electric. Ooh, it has a pantograph and a third rail. Ooh, that'll be quite an interesting challenge. There we go. Amtrak to EMD. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Oh, that's that finished. Got a gold. Easy peasy. Let's return to the timetable. Amtrak, I don't know if people have said this yet, but no, you know. I've heard of people saying this TSW 4 leak. I don't believe it, you know. People just make these, you know, they'll make a story out of nothing, you know. I personally don't think it will happen. I think this is going to be one of their big summer updates like they've always done, you know. You know, if the recipe isn't crap, then why change it, you know. That's how I view it. So, even though I can understand people saying it's Train Sim World 4, then I personally don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it's not like they've leaked images of it all over the internet, is it, by an accident? So I'm pretty sure Dovetail ain't that stupid. Right, let's do Hastings to London Charing Cross service. We'll have one in the afternoon this time. Let's have one here. Have one dynamic weather again. We'll leave it in July, because we managed to get a bit of rainfall going there with the previous service. Says in the description, due to engineering works at the Sevenoaks Tunnel, Hastings services are being diverted via East Croydon. Drive this southeastern service from Red Hill to East Croydon. See, I like that. I like that little bit of like a background as to why these services are running. The southeastern trains are running on this route. It's a bit cool. It's cool. Sub-Zero Scorpion, now you can take the LIRR from Grand Central Station. Can you now? Oh, hello, we're in the 375. Almost thought I was in the 387 for a second, like, oh, this isn't right. Right. Daytime. Auxiliary systems are on. Safety systems. Vigilance. Oh, DRA is normal. Driver's reminder appliance. Should be all good to go. Oh, yeah, that was quick. Come back again. Charing Cross. There we go. So we've got, what is it, an 8-coach train? 8-coach train. 2 units of 4 connected together. Ooh, wrong button. Do apologise. That's what we're calling it. East Croydon, London Bridge, Waterloo East and Charing Cross. Okay, so our one and only stop is East Croydon. It's just under 10 miles away. It's a bit of high-speed running on this trip. But I do love a good-looking train livery. Oh yes. Actually, I was messing around with the on the, what was it earlier? I was on the Creators Club and I was looking at some Class 20 liveries randomly, and there was one of them I really liked, so much so I downloaded it and I'll have a little look at it once the stream is finished. I might even show you after this one, actually. That is if you want to see it. I've no idea who made it, but it's good, I like it. It's even given it a little nickname, and I think it's a real replica of like a heritage livery or something like that. The branch line goes from Truro to Falmouth Docks, so that'll be good. It's only 12 miles and takes, it's 25, it's not bad, it's a decent level. It's not too short, and it takes a reasonable amount of time, doesn't take 5 minutes, so that's not too bad. Amtrak DMD, apparently the train in the Just Trains route is the Pacer. Oh no, you've got to be joking. Can't be that bucket of crap. No, what a shame. I wanted to see the Deltic, the big monstrous diesel. That would have been so cool. Oh, I would have loved to have seen the Deltic. Which I'm really surprised that diesel is not in Train Sim World. You know, if you've got the 37, you've got the 40, the 45, you think the Deltic would be on the list to be in Train Sim World. I hope that's incorrect. Yeah, thankfully rumours and speculations are not always concrete, so I hope you're wrong. Anyway, I'll save the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you did enjoy the stream, then yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up button below, and if you're watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Liam is going on a train seat for the first time this year to watch Arsenal in their pre-season and their first game back in London. Oh, fair enough. Don't know who they're playing, but fair enough. No, Tim already founded a Pacer. Just they started their lives as buses and became trains. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is this This is something I just don't like. I can't really pinpoint why, really. Thierry, have you drove the 387 yet? I haven't yet, no. I don't... could drive. It's where I drive it to or from. I might do it. I might do a service on it. I might do. What's the time anyway? 9 o'clock. Oh, I don't think I will. Next time, when I do a stream on London Commuter, I'll do a 387 run. Amtrak DMD to 700 stop markers haven't been added yet. Oh, right. I never knew that, but that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't have it, so I don't know. Just have to guess, I suppose. Liam, why should Spurs have talks with Theresa May? We got Europe in 2 months. Well, I mean, a season without in Europe is quite refreshing, actually, for once. The fact that, you know, other teams are playing on Wednesdays and Thursdays and we don't have to play at all. We can relax. We can recover. Recover the stamina and the strength for the next cup game or Premiership game. So it gives us a better chance to be more competitive in the Premier League, because that's really the only thing we can really mainly aim for is Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup. Yeah, that's 100% as well. League Cup, I'm not really bothered about it, really, to be honest. We've got a break. Tier, one of the best looking liveries in my opinion is the Intercity livery. On the HST. What is it, yellow and blue Intercity livery? I'm not sure which one you mean, because I think there was like 2 variations. There's one with like a logo like a bird or something. But my favourite Intercity livery is the yellow and blue on the HST. For me, it just stands out. It pops a bit more. Thierry, one of the pictures on the road map, just strange route. On the coupler does look like a post pacer. I'm not sure if I'll buy that. My God, I hope it isn't that, I'm not sure. I'm just thinking, because I know there's rumours about that route set in the northwest. What was it? Preston to Blackpool. I will reserve my judgment, but I hope it's not just that route and a pacer and that's it. I hope there's other things to do on that route, other locomotives and things to do. If it's just the pacer and that route, then I don't think I'll buy that. No. For me, that would just get boring. I mean, I imagine I won't be the only one saying that. If it's just going to be a pacer and that route alone. Anyway, we're not too far away from East Croydon. We're coming in a little bit hot, but we should be okay. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that should do it. Perfection. Oh, 8 and 9 cars stop.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets ready for inspection.
Bananacroft do like the Class 47 and green. I agree with you there. Pardon the punt. A green. I know, I'm terrible at jokes, I'm sorry. Liam, why Spurs announced they are relaying the pitch at Whitehall Lane with sheets of A4. Very good. Well, you know, Spurs will overtake Arsenal, that's guaranteed. Certainly off the pitch, we're miles ahead of them. I mean, their Emirates Stadium is an old relic now. It's outdated. And yet we're generating 10, probably twice as much revenue as Arsenal would. Certainly off the pitch, you know, with F1 and concerts and American football and rugby, boxing. So, the Spurs Stadium is the place to go. And the more money that stadium generates for the club, then the better. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to show you that little 20, if I can find it. Here it is. What do I do? Personal Creators Club. Yeah, that one. Let's go on with Somerset quickly. I'll just have a little. I will show you. Limited stop service. Northbound is. Yeah, we'll do that one quickly. I'll just show you very quickly what it is that I like the look of. I just picked it up today and I thought it looked good on paper. So I'll have a look at it. Geo Cross Country used to operate 221 voyages on this route from Brighton to as far as East Croydon. Oh yeah, that's another thing I'd like to see in another loco add-on for Train Sim World. A 221 or a 222 Voyager on the Midland Main Line. 100%. I'm not going on West Somerset Railway for that long. Let me just check. Everything's all... Oh, hang on. What's that? Oh no, you can't open them. Which way are we facing? Backwards, I think. There's the key. Need to get up to speed here. Oh, there's the key. There we go. Right, I'll turn on all the lights. Lower center, lower right, instrument lights, tail lights, top marker. Turn the lot on. Right, let's have a look, see what it looks like. Hey, look at that, that's a smart looking thing. Not bad at all, look at that. Ooh, me likey, that's nice. River Roffer. Or Rofer. That's nice. British Rail logo there as well. I like the green. Green looks amazing. Love the Class 20. Especially that soundtrack. Yeah, it's nice. Whoever did this, I'm impressed. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Ooh, I like that. I'll play with that in a second. Very nice. That does look nice. Very, very impressive. Alright, I think I'll call it a day. So I appreciate your company. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to hit the like button below. And as I said earlier, if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream, I think, will be next Sunday on the 23rd of July 2023. What it will be on, I don't know. It will be either on Sherman Hill or West Cornwall, or maybe one of the newer routes or DLCs, whichever I pick up at the end of this week on payday. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, have a good week, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.